Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Thank you all for being here today. I hope everyone is doing well. And happy Friday to everybody. TGIF Friday. Um, anyway, I hope you all are doing well. And anyway, trying to get my hair together. But anyway, it looks a certain way. Anyway, it's not about that. So, what I'm going to say here is I hope everyone is doing well and that everything is going well. So, I have some notes here. So, just bear with me as I move forward here. I think I just messed my hair up because I'm doing something weird here. Anyway, um, thank you all for being here today. And what I want to say is thank you all for being supportive and being here on this channel today. And thank you for sharing these videos. I really appreciate this so much. So thank you all. Anyway, what I'm here to say today is keep moving forward, everyone. Keep moving forward. Um, the name and the title of this discussion today is called Heal It. Heal it. And what that means is for everyone to stay on this path of healing. You can't give up on yourself. Invest in you. It's so important to invest in yourself. It's really important not to give up, not to give in to anything. Um, and if you don't invest in yourself, then how do you expect anybody else to invest in you, to love you, and all of that if you can't do that for yourself? And investing in yourself mean to get on the path to do the work to heal. And what that means, people, is to take care of your physical and mental health. I can't stress that enough. Every time I do these videos, I talk about that because some people who don't want to heal, right? And they have that option not to heal. Um, what happens is that they don't want to heal and they don't want to see other people heal. It's okay if your option is not to heal, but don't stop anybody else from healing and, trying to create drama in their life and do the most and the worst. Because let me tell you what I do with that. Besides in prayer and transmuting that negative energy and giving it to God so I can stay on this path to heal, the other thing that I do is I ignore it. Like when someone wants to start trouble, you have a few, not that many others, but you have a few people who just want to get some drama started just because. And I ignore it. I'm at the space and place in my life that if people want to believe the horrific lies, without investigating things and without looking into it to see if it's true or not, then stick with me. Meet me at the Brooklyn Bridge because I want to sell it to you. I'm in that kind of energy because if you don't take the time to see who that individual is because you want to be on a bandwagon to believe lies, that's on you. On this channel, what we do is we uplift everyone so that people can be in a space where they can heal, talk about healing. And the things that I talk about here are effective ways to help people to heal. As I said in prior videos, tune out that noise that's going to be around you. Because when you first get serious, and I mean really serious about taking care of your health and your healing, there are going to be a few others that's going to be making noise around you and saying things to distract you. And that's why I'm talking in this manner. Because when I first got on um, this bandwagon to heal, I was, at first, all this noise came out of nowhere. But yet, when I was in a space of being so low to the ground and going through all this grief and trauma and things of loss, there was nobody there making any noise. There was silence. No one was there. No one had my back. But now, when I decide to get on this bandwagon to heal the grief, I know I can't get over the losses, but I can get through it with the help of God, prayer, meditation. All those things do work, people, because I wouldn't be here if it didn't. And I'm telling you from personal experiences, I'm not a social worker of any sort. I don't have a degree in that category, but I'm someone who went through so much. I mean, it was back to back to back to back, like a domino effect. And I had to find ways to heal that. I had to look in the mirror, I had to look at what was around me, the situations, the people, etc. And I had to make decisions. And I decided that I was going to invest in me instead of being subservient to other people, and like a genie in a bottle or some kind of stuff. I decided it was time to invest in me. I spent half my life investing in other people and what they wanted in situation. Now it's my turn, and that's where I'm at with this. And it's important for me to continue because I see the progress. I see that this is working, and it's not going to happen overnight. This, all of this started back in 2020, and it took a lot to get from A to B to C, where I am today. And it's still more work to do because healing is an ongoing process. It doesn't end. It just means after you learn the lesson, you move on to something else, and you get better as you go along. I promise you that. If you don't give up on you and you continue to get up, because you're going to fall down a few times, get right back up. Don't let anyone or anything around you stop you from healing, for getting on this bandwagon to heal your grief, to heal trauma, pain, whatever. It's important to invest in yourself. That should be a priority, number one. Um, Take back the control. Take back control of your life. I have some notes here. Take back control of your life. Never allow anyone to have that control over you. Even God give us a choice, and he rules everything, and don't let people tell you that you can't heal, you can't do this, all that stuff is negative. You're gonna fall a few times. We're human, it happens, it's life. But you don't stay down. You get up and you keep going. And eventually, as you continue to do that, you're going to tune out that noise. You don't even hear that stuff anymore because you're busy investing in yourself and healing. Make decisions. Like for me, I was making, before I started to heal, I was making impulsive decisions instead of thinking about things. I make better decisions now instead of impulsive ones. I think about what is at hand, and I think about, is it going to be something positive, something that I'm going to benefit from, others are going to benefit, or is it going to bring negativity? And if it's the latter, bringing negativity, I'm going to remove it. I'm not even going to invest in it, you know. And I look at things, I read contracts now, whereas before I would say, okay, where do I sign kind of energy? I'm not in that energy. I'm going to read it. I'm going to see, the dotted line, whatever, with the magnifying glass, as I said yesterday, so that I see if this is beneficial for me instead of making impulsive decisions to do something that's going to create drama and negativity in my life. When I decided to get on this bandwagon to heal, I left the toxicity where it was so that I can go and invest in me. All this toxic stuff, doing things over and over and over again, spinning on the wheel, riding that wheel, not going nowhere, and then, things getting worse and worse and worse. So I had to learn how to invest in me so that I can be better, so that I can see things from a different perspective, a different mindset. And when I look at things from a different mindset and perspective, then I go into prayer, meditation, and decide how to move with the help of God, and that's how I do things now. This is not a game, this is, we're talking about healing. And it's important to take control back. Never give control over your life to somebody else. Your decisions and things that you need to do to better yourself. Never give somebody the control. And that's what I did before, and I'm not doing any of that today. My silence when it comes to negativity, drama, when someone want to stir up something, my silence speaks volumes because I'm not going to engage in it. I'm just going to shut it down so that I can redirect the focus on the healing. And I'm talking about this because some people will try to, okay, this girl's not healing, she's not doing this and that, because they want to get something stirred up. I ignore that, you know. And if it gets louder and louder, I go into prayer and transmute that and give all that energy, negativity, and toxicity to God so that I can stay on my path to heal. And that's how I do that. And I stay in prayer. I have notes here and I'm going through them so that I can cover everything today. It's important that we grow, we expand, get better so that we don't stay in a place of stagnation. Because if you stay in that depression, that pain, it can turn to depression, despair, and anxiety and suicidal thoughts. And we don't want people in that energy at all because there is help. You don't have to feel hopelessness because of a traumatic experience, because of grief due to loss. And this is why I always talk about therapy. Whatever state you are in and you're listening to this video, please Google a grief therapist, and it's no shame to that because we all need help from time to time. We're on this journey called life and we need help from time to time. And it's no shame to that. And you can keep people out of your business. You don't have to tell people what you're doing and etc. I had to learn that the hard way, you know, over and over again to keep my personal business to myself because everyone hearing it don't have pure intentions. And so, and if you do therapy, you can do it quietly. You don't have to share with people what you're doing. You do what you have to do for yourself to build yourself up. And like I always say, you are a priority. When you get up in the morning, look in that mirror, and tell yourself, I matter. I'm a priority. And as you start to heal, you start to self love. As you start to self love, you don't care about what other people are saying. You don't care about any of that. You know why you don't care about it? And I'll tell you why I don't care about it, because it's noise. It has no meaning or it has nothing to it. It's a place of toxicity that I left behind. So of course that's going to happen because it's toxic. I'm no longer there. I'm elevating. I'm taking care of me. And I had to learn to leave the past behind me. Acknowledge that it helped me grow because when we were in isolation during that time, and I was going through all of that, I grew from that. I stayed in prayer with God. I asked God to help me. I was sincere about everything that I said. I'm not out here behind the scenes setting somebody up for failure, using people, taking from them, feeling entitled to things that don't belong to me. I don't do any of that. And that's what was around me. People feeling entitled to take something that belongs to me that I work hard for, and people, with these toxic ways and situations, I had to leave it all behind. And it wasn't easy because there were tag-alongs trying to leech, trying to hang on. And I stayed in prayer and learned how to transmute all that energy and give it to God so that God can help me to stay on this path to heal because I wasn't getting off of it, no matter who didn't like what or when, where, or whatever. That is not my problem. That's an OPP. OPP, other people's problems. And when a person refuses to heal, that's where they are, in a place of stagnation with toxicity, and somebody who always like drama and keep things going. I shut the door to all of that, padlocked it, cut off, block, and delete is what I did. And it wasn't easy because I was afraid to do these things at first but it was necessary if I was going to heal. Because people, how can I heal and grow if I got drama at my front door? I got drama all over me from people who were toxic and I refuse to let go of. Then I can't heal, I can't grow, I can't expand, I can't have peace. I would be in pieces instead of peace. And believe me, peace is better. I would rather be at peace than in pieces. And sometimes I have to be aggressive because, people think, oh, she's that, they thought I was dumber than a rock. No, I'm not. I see a lot of things, but I was giving people the benefit of the doubt as I gave, as I wanted people to give me if I messed up. But these wasn't people who were messing up. These were people who were deliberately creating and trying behind the scenes to create toxic situations in my life. And I had to stop, remove the clouds, and see what was truly happening. And when I learned the stuff that they were doing, these were not friends, even family members and stuff, and the stuff that was being done, it shook me to my very core, because now I knew I had to leave it where it was so that I can grow, so I can take care of me, Lisa. And as I did that, it was hard. It was painful because I had to look at the pain, look at it. And then what was I going to do about it? I had to sit down and make a pros and a kind list. All the good things that these people were offering and all the bad things. The kinds outweighed the pros. And I would talk about these things with my therapist. He would always say set boundaries. He never said get rid of people, do this and that. After I set the boundaries and did the pro and the con list, I knew what I had to do, people. It wasn't easy because I was afraid and still in that energy of being subservient, but I knew I had to make a decision and move forward and leave those people behind, no matter who or what they meant to me, no matter how long they were in my life. If they were toxic and doing the drama and all this other stuff, I had to leave it behind. And now I'm at peace instead of pieces, and I'm going to stay there. And when people try to resurface with the BS, I shut it down with my total silence. And if they bold enough to do some other stuff, then authorities will be involved. I'm not playing about my healing, because no one has a right to tell me that I can't heal because they don't like this new Lisa or whatever it is. That's not my problem. That's an OPP. I'm not responsible for anybody else but myself. And that's what I'm encouraging people here to do. Know that you matter. Put your priority put yourself first as a priority, meaning to invest in your physical and mental health, because without that, you can't do anything for yourself or anybody else. It's important. Take that first step. And you're going to fall, get up again. There was a song in the 80s, I get knocked down, but I get up again. Nothing's going to keep me down. You keep going. You're going to fall, just like learning to ride a bike. And then you're going to fall off, get up, get on again. And then one day you're going to ride, and you're going to be proud of yourself of the progress that you make if you don't give up, because you're going to see it's going to be well worth it at the end. And I'm here to encourage you to keep going, no matter what is happening. Keep going, because you're going to get there little by little, step by step, day by day, week by week, month by month. Keep going and keep showing up here so that we can encourage one another. I would love to hear what you have to say in a comment category about ways that you're thinking about healing and moving forward. Thank you all for being here today. I appreciate you so much. I have to go because I have a meeting, but I want to show up. I'm never sure about the time, but I will be here Monday through Friday to show up to help you, encourage you. This is a no judgment zone. And please Google a therapist in a state and area that you live. Also Google a bereavement group, because they have meetings where you're going to hear stories from other people who are suffering from grief, trauma, and some depression. So, and some of the things that they might say in those groups might help you if you apply it in your own situation. There's no shame to any of this. Let's learn how to turn pain into power into purpose, purpose into moving forward, because when we move forward and elevate, then we can be a testimony and a blessing to other people. So let's keep this going, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe, and tell other people about this channel. Thank you for being here, and everyone have a great weekend and continue to work on yourself. You are worth it. This is Lisa shedding love and light always, and you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Bye for now.